Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. My name is Mike. I'm speaking on behalf of the Industrial Workers Organizing Committee with the IWW Kansas City chapter. Today I want to speak to you a little bit about the prison industrial complex and the nonviolent peaceful movement of the FAM, which for those who don't know what that means is the Free Alabama Movement. First of all, a movement like this affects all workers. The exploitation of prison workers affects workers in all prisons across the nation, and even workers in the private sector, in that the concept of free labor in prison has become attractive to corporate interests, which could influence the legislation that keep people incarcerated. The whole concept of that being in a non-peaceful movement, which can become very effective in that when inmates have when prisoners have a work stoppage, they can actually have a direct effect on those corporate interests. Prisons have more or less become institutions to harbor free prison labor, which, like I said, has become attracted to corporations, which influence legislation. I myself had the unfortunate experience of being in prison myself and seeing some of the workers from the inside. I'm familiar with the effect that a work stoppage, a non-violent, peaceful work stoppage can have in the essence of attempting to get your wishes met in a prison. As some of you could probably see before the afternoon is up, some of the prison staff or whatever has used tactics to be vindictive in prisoners just making a simple request to seek their human rights. And I guess the concept being, for a prisoner, the purpose of having a peaceful, non-violent protest is to be able to illustrate to society at large that men can come together and have a peaceful resolve to trying to gain their human rights. And for them to be able to illustrate that, it's like the system puts people in prison, and they are really responsible for the punishment part of that, where institutions has become the executioners of punishment, as opposed to just being, the keepers of the gate, so to speak, where they start using vindictive tactics to hinder prisoners from attaining their rights. We in the IWW have shown our support to a cause as important as this, because many people across the board, many people's fathers, brothers, sons, fathers, nephews, uncles, at any time can be exposed to this. And it's a very inhuman thing for prisoners to become, the new Jim Crow, the new slave plantation. That's what they have generally become. So we're here today to show our support to that cause, and that prison should ultimately be abolished. I really don't have a whole lot.